What's up guys, XM360 here, and in this video I have a really cool device to review for you guys. This is going to be a portable solar panel charger for your phone or any USB device like a power bank. This is going to be the BlitzWolf BW-L3 28 watt 3.8 amp solar panel charger. So this sells on banggood.com for $60 and ships from the US and China. And I'm not sure if that's just a promotional price because that does show kind of like a promotion on it right now. So when you guys view it, it might be a bit more than that. But the current price right now is $60. So the concept is pretty much as simple as it sounds. This is a little foldable solar panel that you can use to charge your devices. It has two USB outputs on it. So you can plug in a phone or you can plug in a power bank, and it would be great to bring on a camping trip or maybe fishing or out on a boat or to the beach, as long as you don't get it wet or sandy. The website does advertise that it's waterproof, but if you open it up, there's a symbol on the inside pocket of the panel that shows like a rain symbol with a cross through it, meaning don't take it out in the rain. This is a solar panel charger, so you're really only going to be able to use it during sunlight, so there'd be no purpose of trying to use it in the rain in the first place, because the clouds would stop you from getting a charge. But yeah, I would just advise keeping it away from water. So you can see right here are the 4 foldable solar panels, and this thing's rated at, like I said, 28 watts. And then all the way to the right hand side is the little pocket, and inside that little Velcro pocket is the small little box where the 2 USB ports are, and on the front of that small little box there's a little red LED indicator light. And when these panels are coming in contact with enough light to start generating some power, that red indicator light will turn on. Now, my little lighting setup right here is actually generating enough to cause that indicator light to turn on, but if I was to try to plug in my phone, I would probably get a very minimal charge or no charge at all. Included with this is also a little mini USB cable, and then 4 little metal clips that you could use on the corners of this panel. There's little holes where you could attach those clips if you wanted to attach it to a backpack, or maybe tie it up with some rope so that it's not on the ground where bugs or water might get to it. And then finally there's just a little user's manual. So taking a look at this thing outdoors, I'm just going to show you guys how it works. Although it's pretty simple, there's not really any setup to this. You just open it up somewhere in sunlight and you plug in your device, and you should right away see your device start to charge. Now, there's going to be 3 different factors in this on how well your device is going to charge. The first one would be temperature. Because really cold temperatures will drain a battery, so even while you're charging it, if you have it out there in like 30-degree Fahrenheit weather, it's probably going to drain your battery faster than you can charge it. So temperature is a factor. What time of day, the angle of the sunlight, is the second factor. You're going to get the best charge around noon because the sun is directly overhead, making direct contact with the panel. And if you were to charge in the morning, you could kind of angle the panel towards the sunlight to get a more direct contact. And the third and most obvious factor would be how cloudy it is. If you have a completely sunny day, you're going to get the best results. If you have a partly cloudy day, you'll probably get a medium level of results. And then if it's completely cloudy, then you're probably not going to get any charge or a very minimal charge because it's not really getting any sunlight. Now, there's one thing I want to note. You're going to see that right here I'm charging 2 power banks. A lot of people who bring these things camping, instead of charging their phone, will charge up their power banks, because power banks can typically hold more power and store it. So if you have maybe 3 or 4 hours of good sunlight, it's smarter to charge up those power banks because you're going to be able to hold more energy, and then you can charge your phone from the power bank at a later time, maybe when it's cloudy or it's nighttime and you wouldn't be able to use the solar charger. So to just fast forward a bit here, I've already had this solar charger for a few months now, and I've used it, and I've done actually 6 recorded tests. I've done a lot more tests than that, but I did record the results from 6 different tests, which you guys can see in this visual right here. I organized the results from left-hand side worst result to right-hand side best result, and this is where those 3 factors come into play that I mentioned earlier. My worst result was when it was cloudy, 36 degrees Fahrenheit at 11 a.m. I was only able to go up 2.5% in 30 minutes, and all of these tests are using the same device, an iPhone 6s Plus with a 2750 milliamp battery. And then it goes over to the right hand side with the best result being completely sunny out, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 1:55 p.m., and I went up 56% in half an hour. So I could have put on a full charge on my iPhone within 1 hour using this solar panel charger. Now I have to admit, I was actually pretty blown away by these results. It almost seemed like it was charging as fast, if not faster, if I was just charging it from a standard wall outlet indoors. I guess I didn't really realize that solar had come this far and that the charging was capable of this much. This thing was charging really, really good when I was using it in the right conditions. So I think it's really cool, especially if you're one of those people that might want to try living off the grid a bit, or trying to live more sustainably and using less energy, and maybe trying to go solar more. I think this is a really cool idea. I used it a lot, and this was my typical result. I got a lot of really good charges, a lot of fast charges when it was sunny and the temperature was about 50 degrees or higher. The only major con that I noticed is that this thing gets hot fast. If I would leave it out for maybe an hour in a day where it's 70 or 80 degrees, it would be very, very hot to the touch after the hour of charging. And that's just because of the sunlight and because this thing's black, and I haven't had any issues of like anything melting or breaking down on me, but that's because I monitored my times and I knew, I got like a general idea of how long it was taking me to charge, and I would take it inside and take it off the charge when I knew it was about done. If you're leaving this thing out there without checking on it for like 4 or 5 hours at a time on a very hot and sunny day, you could potentially see some damage. So I would definitely keep track of your charge and continuously check it and make sure you're pulling it off when it's fully charged. Other than that, I really didn't have any cons to list. I thought this thing charged amazingly, especially for the price of $60. I thought that was pretty fair too. The portability was great, the Velcro straps worked good, and it was very, very small once you get it all folded up. It's only the size of like a small book, and it's not very heavy either. So yeah, I was overall very impressed with this. For my first solar charger, I thought this thing was really, really cool and functioned great. I'm going to put a link to it down in the video description. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. If you guys had any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you found this video helpful in any way, hit that like button down below. And as always guys, thank you for watching from XM360.